hope you had. And it is because of one thing, all praise is due to the Most High. We survive.
Yes, sir.
So that's what we do every week. You know what I'm saying? So before we go any further, see, I got a guest here with me today. It's my man Dave Ponder. Before he introduces himself, I just want to say a few things about this gentleman right here. All right, so we go back. We go back. Yeah, I know that. I know every time I do this, I say, man, me and this guy we here, but this is another one, another solid individual. So we go back to elementary, Washington Road, East Point.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And in one of the episodes earlier on, I told y'all about a situation where East Point police, we was causing a lot of problems over there. And they threatened us, you know what I'm saying? They actually threatened us and said a few things, back then. This is the gentleman I was talking about. This is who was with me. You know what I'm saying? So remember I told y'all about surviving, he's another survivor. You understand what I'm saying? So just wanted to give you a little brief description of who y'all gonna be hearing on today. So on behalf of myself and my man Ali, the engineer, the one and only back there, want to introduce y'all to my main man, Dave Ponder. You all right?
Yes, sir. Greetings. And first of all, let me say thank you.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
To my brother Quincy for having me here.
Yeah,
like you
man.
said, we go way back, and it's awesome to be sitting here with a childhood friend as an adult now.
Yeah.
Who transitioned through all the trials, tribulations, obstacles, roadblocks, and experiences that's formed and shaped us so we can sit here today and share knowledge and wisdom from making it through, our past experiences. To piggyback on what he was saying, we grew up on Washington Road. It wasn't easy out there as a youngster, this was back in the day, the 90s. We had drugs out there, police all over the neighborhood, and we just young jits out there trying to find our way.
Right where crack hit.
Right
where crack hit. Yeah.
And we had that going on, but even beyond that, this was the days before they started shooting and stuff. So you ain't have to worry really about getting shot. What you did have to worry about was like 3 or 4 dudes trying to jump you when you walk home from school.
Yes.
Or when you walk into the store.
Yeah, man.
Because like we stayed in East Point, and then College Park was like right here. So you had 2 city groups, battling right on our block was the dividing line. So
absolutely, yeah.
We went through a lot growing up, man. But luckily and blessedly, and with the grace, we made it to be here and sit down and talk and share our stories with you today. So
absolutely.
Again, my name is Dave Ponder. I'm a poet, author, writer. And I also wanted to take some time to share my books with you. You can find me and my works on Facebook under my name, Dave Ponder II. You can also find me on Instagram under Dave Ponder #2. So on Facebook it's Dave Ponder II. On Instagram it's Dave Ponder #2.
Y'all got it now.
And you can see my works. I post quotes. I just try to keep people uplifted daily. I really keep myself uplifted daily, and I share what keeps me uplifted daily and hopes that it may reach someone else. I'm never preaching, never teaching, just sharing, my growth and experiences.
So, and be funny. He put a humor in it too.
Every now and then. Because we definitely need to laugh with all this stuff. We, this barrage of negativity that, we experience through social media, through a lot of the things that's going on, the spotlight they choose to shine on issues and problematic things. Because at the same time, it's a lot of good stuff going on. Like my brother having this show right here, so we can come and get it off our chest and speak about, our experiences and hopes that others may learn from it. So as much as negative you see, as positive you see, but they just don't put it out there.
Find that balance.
They rather keep you in control than help you grow. So you got to be able to navigate and look out there and find your avenues for growth, and beyond all the other stuff that's going on out there.
Powerful words. Yes, sir. I did. So what we're gonna start off with today, my brother?
This is my first book.
Okay.
My first book is Soul Exposed.
Can y'all see it? I want to make sure that people can see it. They're good. hit them with the camera over here too, so that Instagram people can
Right
catch
here.
it over here. Yeah, right there in front of that phone right there.
All right.
Yeah, get the front and the back.
So yeah, this is my first book, Soul Exposed. That's me on the back. Right here again. Soul Exposed. That's me on the back. And this book basically talks about, what me and Quincy was just talking about, growing up, navigating our way through trials and tribulations of life. It's called Soul Exposed, Expressions of Growth Through Defining Moments. Because, the growing pains and experiences we have, I see them as defining moments because, you either grow from it or, you face it again and again. And so once we do grow from it, then it becomes wisdom and you share your experience. So I read a piece from this book. Well, two pieces actually. The first piece is called Keep Going.
Keep going now.
And again, this, is my first book. It deals with my experiences on Washington Road and moving further beyond that. It's like transitioning from adolescent to young adult to young man. And this is Keep Going. I run this life, denying my vice through wrong and right. I keep my goals in sight, searching for the light through the darkness of night. So the sky's like a kite with my eyes shut tight. No longer live in trife. I struggle on in spite of the troubles and plight. Whether fight or flight, I keep my head up high, treat myself with pride. I always give a good try and let the gods decide. Went from blind to divine, combined experience with time. Learned my soul and mind, allowed the sun to shine. On the pain confined, in dark corners it hides. Heavy hurting inside when flesh and spirit collide. As a child lived wild, had to play in the fire, fulfilled my heart's desires like I was about to aspire. Went from church in the choir to thief and liar, to jail bars and wires before my heart was inspired. To elevate higher as an adult, I am wiser than I was as a minor. I must thank the designer for the grace to decipher. Tribulations and trials no longer in denial. I face the mirror and smile.
Man, I felt that.
And let's keep going.
I felt that. I know some of them felt that. Yeah, hit them with the snaps. I felt that, man. That was beautiful though, for real, Dave. I felt it, but I mean, like, that's heavy, man.
Yeah.
That's heavy, cause it's my first time hearing it. You know what I'm saying? Even though me and him, we tight, but this is my first time hearing that word. So, for real.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it.
Yes, I can already see myself going back later on, replaying this.
Okay.
You did what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
Yes,
bro.
sir. But go ahead, man. Don't let me.
Cause another thing I wanted to do, man, is with the book, is I felt like we got as black men, we were getting a bad rap because they show the end game, what we've been through and the outcome of situations we go through, without showing the bird's eye view of how it got to that point or who you was before, the streets had that effect on you or before life had that effect on you. So I wanted to put that in here so when people read it and see it, they get another perspective. And instead of seeing the end result, they see the journey through and then making it past the end result to better your life after overcoming, different situations and stuff that's, pretty much, systematic racism, different things that's, designed to keep us controlled, basically. We have to overcome that. And when you're young, you really don't know that you dealing with or in this type of situation until you grow and develop the wisdom to be able to see through what's being presented for you as a pitfall and walk around it or jump over it or maneuver your way through it. So this one is called Keep Going. This one is called Life. I'm sorry. All right, life. I've seen my life from all angles, slept with the devil and woke up with angels. My passion strangled by insecurity, pain and anxiety trying to take the best of me. but the rest of me won't give up the fight of deciphering wrongs from known rights, searching through darkness to find the light, in spite of hopelessness felt inside. Find your focus and subside the tears. If we choose to keep the past near, then we refuse to let our minds clear and lose the battle to overcome fear. Hear what I say like a voice in the wind. Different seasons bring different friends, and different reasons bring violent ends. Understand or face it again. Connection with self will make amends. Find the true self that dwells within. Renew your thoughts and love begins. Define your goals and take steps to win. Sin and righteousness are twins. Can't depend on one to defeat the other. Learn them both and you will discover another missing piece of the puzzle. Divine answers can be so subtle, but taking chances can be so hurtful. When your pattern becomes a circle, your spirit is bruised and your soul deserts you. You sing the blues, blacks and purples. Can't make it over the hurdle. Like turtles, we hide behind shells, waiting for God to balance the scales. You don't have to die to visit hell, and you don't need bars to be in jail. Live free, love hard, and all is well. And then you have a story to tell.
Man. Hear this, hey, yo, man, to hear this coming from you though, like it's so it's not wild, but it is wild because it's like I'm feeling it on another level because of what it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like how you put it in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it come from the same place. Like that's another thing I like to do is like share my experience and growth in a way that it can connect to other people. Like I want to speak to your soul.
Yeah.
I'm not out here trying to be the dopest spoken word artist or the dopest poet or whatever. Like, it's expressions of growth that I just hope other people listening can relate to and hope something resonate with you that you can take with you.
Yeah.
So,
man, this heavy though, man. Let's go, man. Let's go, man.
Appreciate
Let's go, man. Look at my father to y'all, man. What's up? Oh, boy. All right.
This is my second book. It's called Passion and Poetry. It's Passion and Poetry. It's me on the back again.
Man, I'm so proud, man. Don't do your thing. I'm just over here just
Passion and Poetry. And for the Instagram, here you go. It's Passion and Poetry right here. And you can find both of these books on my Instagram and on my Facebook pages.
And I'm gonna load them up. I'm gonna load them up later too, so y'all can get at it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you felt it. You got a soul. You felt that.
Appreciate it, bro.
But yeah, go ahead. Don't let me, man. I go.
Passion and Poetry is romance poetry. I wanted to do romance poetry different, not really erotic. We got enough of that with WAPs and the way this music talks now. It's no courtship. It's no getting to know the woman. It's no, I like the way your smile look.
Right, you got
man. Pretty eyes.
Yeah, man.
Back in the day, that's the stuff we like,
Well, you had to work on that. You had to work on that. You had to prep that. We talked about that. Campaigning, man. We talked about that shit, man. Yeah.
Because now it's all capping and finessing. Like, I got this, and they attracted to that.
Yeah, man.
They not really, they don't really get to know who the person is.
Ain't nobody put no work in.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so I wanted this to be like on the subtle aspects of relationships, like intimacy, spirits, you sharing spirits, getting to know each other.
Hence the way they are on the cover as one.
And the meditators.
Yeah.
Yoga-like state.
Yeah.
Whole
nother level of relationship.
As one.
Okay. All right, now. All right, y'all.
So let's see.
I told y'all this is different. We're not doing the drama relationship. We're doing this. It's heavy, right? Yeah. We learning something. I know I am.
All right. So I do this first one. Now with these, I didn't title them because they basically just love letters.
Okay.
Just let romantic feelings flow.
My man. There you go.
So here's one. With her, it was more than just physical attraction, exciting my energy to play with her emotions. She defied my logic and opened up new worlds as we discovered ourselves through inner reflections and soul stories shared. She traveled my depths and left pieces of herself within cracks and crevices of shattered experiences. Our fragments came together, healing our tragedies. We embraced understanding, creating bliss in our reality, and her being feels like home.
Okay, spitting.
Yeah, and it's some of these are just short and sweet love letters about energy, attraction, intimacy.
Which is what a lot of people own all of a sudden now, energy attraction. You know?
Right.
So which you got, yeah, read one of those.
Right, like I'm gonna text her at 11:11.
You're right. There you go. Yeah. What's up with that? Go ahead, man.
All right. Within her depths, peace overcomes me, as every extremity is received in perfect symmetry. Puzzle solved, she completes me. Proportions balanced in climactic positions. We exhale equilibrium as longing penetrates desire. We radiate love, brighter than the shine scene when the sun and moon meet. They envy our eclipse, the lightning in our kiss, as essences combine, creating an atmosphere of bliss. Galaxies below the pelvis exist as one, as we expressed every sign in the zodiac, and stars shoot across the sky, forming a Milky Way, a taste of infinity. And our rhythm continues until time and sound lose meaning, and eternity is confused at the power in a second of her and I. Mere mortals seek proof, yet our truth surpasses evolution. Revelations produced in passionate conversations, yet not a word spoken. Only moans of elation, cries of elevation, and orgasmic sensations felt within her depths.
Y'all hear him over here, right? You got it over there, boy. All right.
And let me see. I'll read this last one. Okay. Her essence blesses me. Her energy magnetic. She is my longing manifested. My desires answered in the embodiment of her. She is heaven and earth combined. Woman and goddess intertwined. She speaks to my soul, body, and mind. So spiritually fine and such a beautiful design. Her loving is so divine. Everything reminds me of her and I. I feel her touch when the sun caresses me with its warmth. I feel her presence when nature's beauty delights my senses. I hear her voice when the wind whispers in my ear. I feel her passion when the rain leaves me soaking wet. I feel her soul when I look into the sky and wonder. And I am in erection, planting seeds in our connection. My desires and needs quenched by her waters. I thirst not. As, as every drop of her inspires creation, and I penetrate her possibilities until my potential is released in depths of our chemistry, lost within her, yet found in vibrations of love.
That was that hard. That's hard. I think all the fellas gonna be on that goddamn much with me. Yeah, hit rewind, man, when y'all have to. Yeah, that was definitely on point, man.
Appreciate it,
bro. Yeah, man.
And that's Passion and Poetry.
So this is the one. This ain't the one that just dropped, right?
And Soul Exposed.
Okay.
Nah, these my first two.
All right.
And my next one is not done yet. This is the complete finished manuscript.
Okay.
But with these two books, I self-published them. And I've been trying to get my hand in publishing companies, book agents, stuff like that, see if I can get more exposure. Right now, I've just been researching different avenues to see if it's more profitable or if it will work out better for me to
go on that avenue,
go that way, or if it'll be best for me to just go ahead and self-publish it again and just do more vending.
Out the trunk.
Try to get in a couple of bookstores or whatever. I'm on the fence right now. I'm leaning towards self-publishing again, just going a little harder at it. Once I turn over enough pages to see if I want to go the other way. So
okay,
that's the only reason this book hasn't been released yet. But,
okay. We got the manuscript though, y'all. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, we here with the manuscript.
That's what we do.
And this is soon to come. It's called I Ponder, Poetic Expressions of Heart, Mind, and Soul.
Like to play on the name, man. I like to play on the name.
And that's my logo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have merchandise with that logo on it. Coffee mugs, phone cases, shirts, hoodies.
It's how we coming.
Anything I can slap that logo on, you pretty much gonna have it.
All right.
This is one of the products. This was a test shirt, so it's been worn a couple of times and washed. But just to give you a kind of idea, I had a logo on it with a quote.
Can y'all see that over there?
Both of them. Quote it's my quote that I wrote myself. It's change is always a challenge. It takes no effort to stay the same. And so I had different quotes on different shirts, different colors, phone cases, pens, everything that's coming soon. I can't decide if I want to do it for Christmas or the spring. You know, I kind of want to do it for spring because it's new, new growth, new energy. But at the same time, during these holidays and it's cold outside, you know, people spend more time reading. So I'm not sure yet. But it's definitely coming to you soon. You're definitely gonna love it. And I have a couple of pieces to read from it.
Okay. He's reading from the manuscript now. Remember that.
And now this one is like a culmination of like a part 2 of Soul Exposed.
Okay.
It's like I've gone through the transition. I've gone through changing my life. I've looked at the world, decided pretty much how I want to conduct myself, how I want to live. And now this is me looking at the world with the wisdom of my experiences, but yet not being, you know, we're never fully grown. We always living and learning, but these are some things that, you know, I noticed.
Okay. Check them out, y'all.
This is called Transcendence. And I'm sorry to read, y'all. I'm not a spoken word artist, so I don't really memorize my work. I'm always writing. I got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of poems. But I'll recite from the book sometime, you know. I'm not like these other
like a true artist, huh?
Like, you know, I don't have all the ad-libs and facial expressions and hand movements and stuff. I'm gonna just give it to you. I really want you to read it so it can be heard by that voice in your head. So when you read the words, it sounds like you. But this is Transcendence. They disrupted our lineages and destroyed our images with savage depictions and false descriptions that failed to mention the truth of our living before they came and pillaged our villages, raped our land, and distorted our visions, capturing prisoners of war and indoctrinating us into systems that branded us slaves through torture and killing, our names and language hidden, families scattered and missing, our legacy stolen, leaving broken souls longing for a home they can no longer remember. After centuries of furthering their position, they set us free in perilous conditions, denying us access to all we built for them, our bodies hanging from the limbs of trees. Anytime we made progress in their society, communities burned down for uprising independently, until they employed us to continue their dreams, using media, drugs, and police to keep us in fear and asleep. Yet after all these things, we are still standing, removing the change from our mentality, correcting our thinking, stripping away the labels that defined our being, and creating our own definitions, no longer believing the lies, but receiving guidance from our ancestors and divine intuition. Resurrecting our minds, we continue to rise like a phoenix on fire, leaving death behind in a pile of ashes. No longer blind, we use our gifts and magic to change these times, transforming darkness into light by healing within and learning to shine.
Hard.
And that's Transcendence. This piece is called She Read Me.
Before we go to that one though, that Transcendence, you know, that's something that the people really needed to hear on that one, because it's going into basically, I can see where it's coming from the first book.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, the frustration, the anger, you know, all of that.
Yeah.
You know, and you come out on top. And I think people need to understand, when we say come out on top, it's just saying that we blessed to still be here.
Yes, sir.
Because we, just me and him alone, lost quite a few solid individuals. We were talking about that before the show. We lost some solid individuals, man. Some solid ones. So, you know, understand where this is coming from, you know. And I think when people start to get a perspective from that way, like, so that's why he's upset. Or that's why she feels that way. Or that's why they act that way, because of this that they were in. So, you know, that's where this is coming from. I just want to make sure everybody understand that, man. But
yes, sir.
Yeah, that Transcendence is that's a real one. Yeah, man.
You hit the nail on the head, man. Exactly.
Thank you for sharing that. But yeah,
yes,
continue,
sir.
Bro. Continue, man.
All right. She read me. Okay. Looking around my community, I see reflections of me through broken shards of mirrors, holding fragments of my reality. In a society of lost sheep, I search for culture and spirituality, fighting against calamity and failure, penitentiaries and corporate jailers. I hold my head in my palms disgusted, meditating until my grief is disrupted, thoughts no longer corrupted. I inhale, my essence released in a deep exhale, soulfully free as my breath sails a tranquil breeze. I hear spirits whispering in the wind, reminding me of a connection lost, yet able to be found within. The realization in that instance produced a vision of truth manifested. Her eyes screamed justice. Her ebony skin held all the hues of man. We stood hand in hand amongst pyramids and desert sands. She read me decrees of my inheritance and scriptures declaring me king of many lands. She read my DNA strands, deciphering genetic codes, and hieroglyphs naming me as chosen. She read me the stars in my third eye open. My awareness rose, and I saw my nose replace the hole in the Sphinx's face, awakening my higher sense glands, strengthening my mental state, extending my degrees of existence, causing false doctrines and the scriptures of a broken belief system to fall and deteriorate. My insecurities laying before me in a pile of ashes and decay. A phoenix was risen from a bird of prey. She read me free, and I flew away.
Man, so first, I didn't know where he was going to come with when the title, She Read Me. That's just, that first. I had no idea where he was coming from. And when you came with it, it was good to hear that it was coming that way, because I was like, damn, it threw me off, and I think people are gonna get thrown off from that. Yeah. And once they read, they're gonna be in. They can keep going and keep going and keep going.
Yeah,
that's one, man. People have to understand. Y'all have to understand. I'm looking at it from somebody who we terrorized. We used to terrorize shit, man. Like, I'm sorry, it just. You know what I'm saying? We were terrorizing shit. So, you know, it's just refreshing as hell, man, to hear him over here. Like how he going. That's all. That's where, you know, that's why I'm on what I'm on right now. You know, without going into details, man, we caused some problems, man. We caused some problems, man. You know what I'm saying? I got
poems about that too.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, without going into detail, but just know, man, we caused a problem, man, and it was just what we were in.
Yeah,
we was in a box. So when he talk about, how he transcend, we was in a box for real, and it was just the way it was. You don't think that it's anything outside of that box that you in, because you ain't going no further than the box that you in.
Right.
Like it was just certain places in the city that we didn't go. Nobody went to Clayton County. Nope. Nobody went to Lovejoy. Nope. back then when we was coming up,
you knew not to go there.
Man, you going down there for what? But you gonna stick out like a sore thumb. So we just stayed in our box and kept our problems and troubles right there. But it was a trick. You know what I'm saying? So just, understand, that's why I'm on what I'm on when I am. All right?
And the thing with me, like, I used to search out there for the answer, or used to search out there for a path for me, or something that was going to save my life, keep me from falling victim to the streets. But everything led me inside. And that's where this came from. I had to come up with my own answers because it was no answers out there. It was no reflections for me to aspire to, because the things we looked up to at that time just was not positive reflections. We was just young, coming into ourselves, and sometimes you got to bump your head a couple of times before you get it on straight. And so luckily, and like again, blessedly,
I knew you was going there. Yeah, I knew it.
We were able to overcome and be here today, sharing this wisdom, man.
And be here. Bullets could have went in a whole nother direction. Accidents, all that could have went another way. But go ahead, bro. We're gonna talk.
Yeah, I'm gonna just end it with this one.
All right.
And it's called Exodus. All right. With open hearts and minds, guided by intuition, no longer reacting to struggle with tension, at peace and balanced in our decisions, the directions of our paths will coincide with our vision, free from distant prisons of religious, financial, and governmental systems. Our souls will lead our mission, concerns focused on healing ourselves and elevating our community's potential, manifesting our passions with actions that are followed by commitment, no longer victims of society, coming together to build independence. It's just short and sweet. My hope for us as a people, in the midst of everything that's going on, I just hope we come together, share our inner stories, connect with each other, network, build, divest from these institutions that don't support us, and build our own.
Did y'all hear that? And this coming from like a one-hitter quitter type of motherfucker. That's what Sauter was doing. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm saying that not on the brag, because we ain't trying to brag on the lifestyle that we used to live, but if it's some individuals that has been through that, this is proof. Here's somebody else. This is proof that it's something been in you this whole time for your elevation. It's been in there the whole time. You have it. Either you suppressing it and you don't want to see it, and you just like, nah, I don't know. That's it. That is it. I don't remember him doing no poetry. When we was rolling. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't no poetry going on and all that. But that don't just happen to somebody when they grown. You know what I'm saying? It was something that he hadn't seen during that whole time of his life. And that caused him to have his elevation, and you have it as well. You just got to find it. You got to dig down deep. If you looking for it now, that's if you looking for that elevation. Some of these folks don't want that. Right. Some people just don't want it. And we can't force that upon nobody. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like if you see it and you because you can't lie to your spirit. You know what I'm saying? You can lie to me, you can lie to my man Dave, you can lie to Ali, but you can't lie to your spirit because you speaking to yourself. You hear it. So if you're gonna sit up there and lie to yourself, you're gonna keep going. No, you're not. Right. So just either you want it, then you're gonna go after it, what you feel, or you're gonna be what's the word? Just somebody who's just gonna be steady going, man. Just traveling through with no purpose, because you didn't want to use your purpose. You didn't want to see your purpose. So I'm proud of this brother, man. You know what I'm saying? He got stuff that's tangible, for you to see that you can make it. That you know what I'm saying, that people who have made it can turn themselves into what it is that they believe in, and he got a purpose. You see what I'm saying? We all got a purpose. So I'm thankful for the brother sharing his purpose, man.
I'm thankful for this avenue to be able to share And who would have known it'd be coming from a main man?
You know what I'm saying?
Back in the day. I mean, what better way to meet back up after all these years?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And see the growth and be able to spit the wisdom, man.
That's the awesome, blessed part. Yeah. That's the blessed part. Because we was in some situations that, you know, our mother didn't come up out on.
Definitely.
You know, parents could have got the phone call numerous of times with me and him.
Yeah.
You know, because I remember when you joined the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, it was on that level, you know, like we were, you know, so when he say blessed, that's what he be talking about, man, because there were situations we almost didn't come up out of. So to still be here today and can speak.
And the thing is, we, you know, I didn't just come, you know, want to just join the gang. Like it wasn't my aspiration to be in the gang. You know, I literally came from a different environment. A different school. And actually, you know, it was when they turned, when they stopped K through 12 and then they made middle school.
Yeah.
And I was in a school where the classroom, it was like 12 to 16 students in the classroom.
Okay.
The teacher could come to each person's desk and spend time with them and stuff. Then they made these middle schools and I moved into the inner city. And in my school, it was like 30 kids in one class.
Yeah. That's us.
You can't even hear the teacher.
Yeah.
And everything flipped. It's like now you walking down the hall, you gotta watch, you gotta see who around, you know what I'm saying? You walking home from school, people want to try you because they don't know you, because you know you're new. And I literally got in the game for protection, you know, because I needed 3 or 4 people behind my back because you know what I'm being faced with.
Yeah.
And then once I got in the gang, and then the elements of the environment just totally flipped me from like a nerdy A and B student to like one of the most gangsterous dudes on the block. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
yeah, man. Yeah. Tell them now. Tell them, man.
I had to go through it, man.
Yeah, man.
My aspiration was to whoop your ass.
Yeah,
basically.
Man. Yeah.
That's
why I say tell them, man. Yeah.
To be a good basketball player, it was to whoop your ass or keep from getting my ass whooped. And I straight flipped the script. You know, the streets became my playground because I wanted to rise to the top of that. I didn't want to rise to the top of my school. School wasn't doing that for me out there. You know, I got jumped in school in front of a teacher. She slammed the door and it was like, y'all go to class, and slammed the door. And I'm getting slapped up against the wall. So, you know, different things happened. Man, it created a monster. And then once I got away from that, I had to pull the monster back. I had to go under what was created to survive, to find where I stopped off at. And then bring that back and then move forward with that. But the thing is, I wouldn't change it for the world because it gave me so much strength. It gave me so much wisdom to see both sides of the table and to overcome it. And I wouldn't give up that strength for the world because it was not easy. And you know, they say pain make you grow, it make you deep. It make it, you know, having to depend on yourself and figure your way out of situations, it grows your spirit.
Yes,
it grows your
sir.
wisdom.
Yes, sir.
So I wouldn't give it up for nothing, but it was something else being out there. You know?
Yeah.
So when we say it's a blessing to be here, we definitely mean that, man. Definitely mean that.
So tell the people again, man, where they can find your books and everything.
Yes, sir.
Give them social media, man, for we been one. You know, I want to thank everybody for tuning in on all the social media platforms, YouTube going live, get it off your chest, enjoy life going live, Instagram going live, and people that's gonna be, you know, that's gonna be listening through the audio, you know, as far as on podcast.
Is that legible?
Bring a little closer, move a little over this way. Yep, I'm bringing.
We're gonna put it. I'm gonna put it back on the site anyway. So yeah, we're good.
All right.
But
that's my handles, and again, that's Dave Ponder II. on Facebook and Dave Ponder 2 on Instagram. You can find me there. It's links to my books. I'm pretty active with quotes and uplifting messages, and I share some poetry on there. So definitely look me up, and I look forward to seeing y'all there.
All right, brother. Thank you for coming, man.
Thank you for having me, bro. Man. It was awesome.
That's what's up. So we're going to end the show as we always do, man. Y'all stay safe. Y'all continue to be great. Continue to stay creative, be creative because you are creative, all right? We out. I'm going to holler at y'all.